You're right on time for Hope TV News Watch on this 28th day of May 2024. A very good evening to you and welcome to the broadcast. My name is Kimani and my co-presenter on the sign language interpretation tonight is Boniface Morethi. Now, President William Ruto has assured that the new university funding model is working as expected. Speaking after hosting vice-chancellors from all public universities and constituent colleges at State House, Nairobi, President Ruto said the vice-chancellors had confirmed the same. And as Alice Diana now reports, the head of state assured that his government is committed to enhancing the funding of the differentiated unit cost for continuing students.
A year after unveiling the new model of funding for universities and technical and vocational education and training TVET institutions, President William Ruto this morning held a meeting with vice-chancellors of public universities and principals of constituent colleges at State House, Nairobi to evaluate the funding model. According to President Ruto, the vice-chancellors confirmed that the financing model is working. Ruto added that in the next 3 years, the financial strain public universities have grappled with over the years will be a thing of the past. The head of state reiterated his administration's commitment to increase budgetary support to the institutions. He said this will also be done for the continuing students. While unveiling the new university and TVET's funding model on May 3, 2023, President Ruto said it was aimed at primarily benefiting students from extremely poor backgrounds. Under the model, students from needy households joining universities receive government scholarships of up to a maximum of 53% and loans of up to 40%. Their families only pay for 7% of the cost of their university education. Those joining TVETs receive government scholarships of up to 50% and 30% in loans. Their families only pay 20% of the costs. President Ruto clarified that students in private universities will qualify for the loans, but will, however, not qualify for scholarships. Alice Diana, Hope TV Newswatch.
Thank you so much, Alice, for that report. Now, floods victims from Mukuru kwa Njenga in Nairobi County have received relief food from Evangelical Alliance of Kenya to support them as they recover from devastating losses caused by heavy rains. Speaking during the food distribution exercise, EAK Secretary General Kefa Nyandega underscored the need for corporate and government to support those in need in all affected areas in the country. Here's Nelias Wanjiro with more.
Over 100 families affected by floods and demolitions in Mukuru kwa Njenga have today benefited from relief food thanks to the church umbrella body, the Evangelical Alliance of Kenya, EAK. Speaking during the food distribution exercise, EAK Secretary General Kefa Nyandega urged the government and relevant authorities to provide immediate assistance and ensure adequate compensation and relocation plans for the affected families.
We plead with the government and relevant authorities to provide immediate assistance and ensure adequate compensation and relocation plans for the affected families. And here we are emphasizing that the EAK is not opposed to protecting lives by moving people living on the riparian lands. What we are asking for is that this can be done in a human way rather than destroy lives. We know that some people even have died in the process of clearing the riparian lands. What we are asking, can the government be more humane?
EAK Nairobi Board Chairman Bishop John Obonyo, on the other hand, is promising that EAK will cooperate with the government and other organizations to rescue the victims. He added that EAK remains committed to advocating for justice, compassion and integrity in all aspects of the society.
While we thank the government for the efforts made to offer relief to the affected people in Mathare and Mai Mahiu, we continue pleading with them to support a more coordinated humanitarian response that is inclusive of all those affected in every region and supporting partners. Together, we can do more. And so as EAK, we pledge our commitment to work alongside the government in this united response for the greater good of our people and to the glory of our God. EAK remains committed to advocating for justice, compassion, and integrity in all aspects of our society.
The beneficiaries thanked the EAK for coming to their aid and pleaded with the government to secure a place for them to relocate permanently.
I take this opportunity to congratulate EAK for coming in our aid. Actually, our members have been affected so much by the demolitions and the flooding, and most of our churches along the riparian land have been demolished. Therefore, knowing very well that the very members that we have within this location are those who are low income earners, and by this abrupt demolition, things have not gone well. So we thank you very much, EAK.
Earlier this month, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua said the government has set aside 300 million Kenya shillings to restart and rebuild houses for the displaced families. Reporting for Hope TV News Watch, my name is Nelias Wanchiro.
Thank you so much, Nelias, for that report. Moving on swiftly, and pastoralist communities in the Intergovernmental Authority on Development region are facing many challenges due to conflicts over scarcity of resources. The affected communities often cross borders in search of water and food, which leads to tension. To address these, delegates have converged to empower pastoralists and promote peaceful resource sharing. They also address challenges arising from climate change, like severe droughts, which have led to the loss of millions of cattle. Our reporter Mombi Wawero has more on this.
The challenges of climate change have continued to make things worse among pastoralist communities, with severe droughts causing the loss of estimated 2.5 million cattle. The scarcity of resources is also leading to more conflicts, and efforts are now underway to support these communities, helping them survive despite water shortages and other climate challenges.
There is also limited feed specialists. This is looking at...
In a meeting to address these challenges, IGAD Deputy Executive Secretary Mohamed Warez stated that borderline communities, often seen as problems, should be recognized as areas of opportunity, and by focusing on development, as there is hope for a better future.
Border communities are tough, often neglected and marginalized by distant capitals and upcountry elites, viewed with suspicion and condensation.
The Cross-Border Community Resilience Project aims to help those communities develop locally, strengthen social bonds, and create more job opportunities. The project also aims to improve how natural resources are shared and to enhance cooperation among different groups. The project will also help build stronger and social economic networks, encourage civic participation, and improve border policies to make it easier for people and goods to move across the borders.
We are also aware that these communities have been engaged in a lot of conflict for many years. They have been killing each other, they have been stealing animals from each other, they have been going after each other for many bad reasons. But we are here today to address these concerns.
By fostering friendships and cooperation among these communities, there is hope that the future generations will see each other as friends and family.
To address livestock.
With peace, trade and economic opportunities are expected to grow. The IGAD region will be made stronger and more resilient.
There is also limited feed specialists. This is...
Thank you so much, Mombi, for that report. Pokot Central Sub-County Commissioner Jeremiah Tumo has led residents of West Pokot County and neighboring counties in commending the government and non-government organizations in the success in eradicating banditry in West Pokot, which has led to 3 months of ongoing peace and calm being witnessed in the county. Here is Ian Githuku with the details.
The national government, county government and International Organization for Migration held a meeting in Orwa, West Pokot County, one of the previously high-risk areas for security, where they gathered opinions from residents on projects they can undertake to sustain their livelihoods and continue maintaining peace in the region. Speaking at the meeting, Pokot Central Sub-County Commissioner Jeremiah Tumo noted that security has continued to improve in the area. He also thanked the partnership of the national government, county government and International Organization for Migration for providing a solution to the wars that have long been a menace to the region as a result of banditry.
IOM has facilitated this peace baraza because it is the only way that when we dialogue, peace is going to be gotten. Today, the members of public have given their opinions and their priorities as regards to what national government, county governments, and the non-governmental organizations, what we can do so that we can enhance the peace and security situation here, the activities, so that we can also work towards achieving sustainable peace.
The residents present also expressed happiness and satisfaction with these efforts, but they called on the government and security agencies to intensify efforts to prevent bandits from disrupting the peace being witnessed. They also asked for the provision of basic public amenities such as schools, stating that they had been displaced from the areas near the school as a result of banditry wars, and now their children are having to walk a long way to schools.
Kwa sisi wa mama, kitu ile inachangia mambo ya amani, hii mambo ya vita. Sababu hii vita, shule yetu kwa hapa Orwa iko mbali kidogo, sababu vita ilitufukusa kwa mali sisi tulikuwa karibu na shule. Sasa tulihamia mbali kidogo karibu na kwa shule kilomita 2. Sasa mtoto akitembea hapa mpaka huko ni shida. Sasa sisi tumewacha, sasa sisi kesho mtoto anaenda shule, kesho anakaa nyumbani sababu ya vita. Sasa ile kitu tunaomba tu amani.
The meeting is one of the ways through which IOM has been able to implement its initiative of enhancing peace through the prevention of natural resource-based conflicts in northwestern Kenya. This is because such baraza meetings act as a forum where IOM is able to train key community leaders, both women and men, on the issues of natural resource-based conflict and mediation skills so that they can contribute to developing and leading community events to promote peace at the community level. For Hope TV Newswatch, my name is Ian Giduku.
Thank you, Ian, for the reportage. Moving on, the Aga Khan University Medical College has teamed up with the Sustainable Development Goals Kenya Forum, seeking to improve community health and prosperity in Kenya. The Choice Project is a collaboration between the Hospital for Sick Children, Toronto, and the Institute for Global Health and Development at Aga Khan University. The project further seeks to address inequalities related to the advancement of health and the health-related Sustainable Development Goals in Kenya.
Our goal is to attempt and bring together all the actors that have been involved in the SDGs, especially the health-related SDGs, so that we can examine the progress we have made in those SDGs, especially in light of the changes that we are experiencing in the environment, climate, and also the political environment as well. At the end of the day, our goal is fourfold, if you like. Firstly, we want to support research and advocacy. The second thing we want to do is to try and bring together some governance mechanism that is transparent. The third thing, which is related to the second thing that I have talked about, is the stakeholder engagement. The final goal that we are looking at, hoping to achieve, is climate action. So we want to look at what can we do to address climate change, mitigate its impact on health, and ensure that everything that we do within this partnership is also sustainable and impactful.
Well, it is 16 minutes past the top of the hour. Time now for a short news break. But after the break, I'll be back with the business and sports news. Stick around.
Life is a school. If you're living, you're definitely going to learn lessons every day. However, some of these life lessons can be too costly. Coming soon on Hope TV is a brand new show called Expensive Lessons, where our guests narrate thrilling, exciting, sometimes even scary stories of their life's journey that have cost them a lot, but they have learned lessons that you and I can benefit from.
Personally, I don't think I'm keen on working with government again. We all know, we all read the papers, we've all seen the stories.
Sometimes we can reach a place and think that is our destination, but really it's not.
You definitely don't want to miss out on this thrilling classroom from the School of Life, only on Hope TV, where we look and live.
I don't think justice is there for everybody.
Aya, I'm not go TV stream. It's free.
Go TV Stream iko mkononi na ni free. Download Go TV Stream app for free. Enjoy live TV na shows kamia nane. Download and watch later, anytime, anywhere. Go TV Stream iko mkononi na ni free. Available to active subscribers. Go TV. Love it.
Welcome back. You're watching Hope TV News Watch. Now let's get down to business. And the Family Bank Group has posted a 1.3 billion shillings profit before tax for the period ended 31st March 2024, representing a 24.3% growth from a similar period last year. This growth in profit before tax was mainly driven by an increase in interest income and non-funded income and an expansion of the balance sheet given strategic investment in secure and stable investment avenues and effective asset management, even as the economy continued to grapple with the adverse effects of high inflation. And to some sporting action now, the Kenya Women's Under-17 national team junior starlets have intensified their preparation for their upcoming two-legged fourth round of the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup qualifier against Burundi. They begin with the first leg in Ethiopia on the 9th of June, followed by the second leg at home on the 16th of the same month. The aggregate win of the tie will secure a ticket to the 2024 FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup in October that is set to be held in the Dominican Republic.
Since we finished our last match with Ethiopia, our training was good. We started training in Kasarani before we came to Dandora, but the training is good. We are feeling happy because if we just follow instruction from the coaches, the training will not be hard to make it. We are just, our mentally are just prepared for that World Cup. We know that we are going to make it and we are going to beat Burundi.
Now Chelsea are closing in on the appointment of Enzo Maresca as the new head coach, with Chelsea looking to wrap up a quick deal for the Leicester boss. Leicester have given Chelsea permission to speak to Maresca after the 44-year-old Italian emerged as their #1 target to replace Mauricio Pochettino. Senior Chelsea officials are set to hold further talks with Maresca in Marbella, Spain, where he is on holiday, and will continue discussions with the Leicester of a compensation package of around £10 million. Maresca guided Leicester to the championship title this season, and Chelsea's sporting directors are understood to have recommended him as the outstanding candidate to co-owners Todd Boehly and Clearlake Capital. Well, this transfer season seems like it's a transfer season of managers. The story about Eric Ten Hag being sacked, we'll just wait and see if that will happen. But indeed, this season, it's actually a transfer season of the managers. Well, with that, we come to the end of our news tonight. Many thanks to you for making time to watch Hope TV News Watch. We really do appreciate the value of your time. On behalf of the amazing team that made this bulletin a success, have yourselves a blessed night. My name is Kennedy Kimani, and my co-presenter on the sign language interpretation tonight has been Boniface Morethi. Kenya.